Guess we'll test run this.
This is different. Yeah, this is a test run.
I kind of like it. Just kind of sitting outside at minimum.
Oh yeah, it's nice and peaceful out here.
No, not near anybody right now, so that's nice too.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Very lucky.
The small breeze coming through. Oh, there's a bird.
Oh, there. Oh,
No, they just moved branches. We're gonna get distracted like crazy.
this
We're
could
gonna
be-
see
this could
something,
be bad.
and we're gonna get distracted. But hey, who cares?
It's for their enjoyment, so
Exactly.
and our
This is-
entertainment. So
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, do you want to lead this one or do you want me to? Should we play rock, paper, scissors?
sure.
Okay. So wait, on shoot or
On shoot,
okay. 2 out of 3 or sudden death?
2 out of 3.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. One more. Ooh, tied up. Okay, ready?
Dang it!
Does that mean I win? Do I
You pick.
pick? I hate doing that. I'll just take it, I guess.
Let's go that way.
All right, so today's episode is a special episode. Thank you. Welcome back to the boys chat. You got Tanner and Colby once again. Excuse Darren and Matt. They're still gone. We're going to try and maybe do a virtual one. We'll see if it works out logistically with their schedules and whatnot. They're out doing sales this summer. Anyways, so today's a special episode. The only reason it's special is because we are outside.
No rhyme or reason, just cause.
Oh, there is a reason. It's because we're talking about outside activities.
It's fair enough.
Look at that.
I'm not even on top of the ball today.
No, you're not.
When am I ever? Just-
Yeah. But yeah, we're talking about summer is coming up. Schools are out. We're into the summer season, warm weather and whatnot. I guess depending on
Where you're at.
where you're at, where we are in southern Utah, it's
very
already warm.
Mhm.
We're already getting very warm. So we thought, hey, let's change it up. Let's go outside. We're lucky today when we're recording that we have decent weather.
It's not 100 and stupid out.
I guess it does help that we're in the shade.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
That-
so
That does help that we are covered from the sun because it's a sunny day. There's no clouds.
it's bad today.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we just want to talk about fun summer activities that we like to do and that are pretty common around this area. So, first off, one that I always did growing up, whether it was through scouts or occasionally sometimes family, is camping.
That's always a big one with my family's camping. And that's more towards later in the summer when it starts to somewhat cool off and whatnot. But
Or like right at the beginning
right
of
at
the
the
summer.
beginning, yeah.
So typically, well, I guess it depends on where you went. For summer, for like scouting trips, it would vary on when we go. Sometimes we'd go all throughout June, sometimes through July. I think one time we went at the beginning of August, but we didn't per se go camping for this one summer trip. We actually went to California. But whenever we went camping, we always went north.
Right.
We went typically Cedar Mountain. There was one year we went all the way to Beaver Mountain to a summer camp up there. But, we'd go away from the hot,
Yeah, I get cooled off
which
for
was
a few days.
super nice. If we went for a week, we'd go up into the forest, the woods, up onto the mountains and where it was cooler.
Right.
So there was one year, though, we camped in Zion National Park, which we'll touch on as
Later.
well.
Yeah.
National parks, but we hiked the subway, super fun. Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
We hiked the subway, super fun. Always wanted to do it, super cool. We went when the water was low, so we didn't die. And then we also hiked the Narrows the following day. Well, not from start to finish because it's like 14, 15 miles.
Right.
We did the Riverwalk Trail, which is like a 1 mile paved trail at the very bottom of the Narrows. And then we just hiked up from the bottom.
Mhm.
We hiked up like 4 or 5 miles or something like that and back, or maybe it was 4 or 5 miles round trip. But,
Yeah.
we hiked up for a couple hours, had lunch, came back, was diving in and out of the pools in the river. And that helped us cool off, I guess, because it was the middle of the summer.
Right. Well, even in the Narrows too, the water's really cold.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really get warm bearable until like end of July into August, and then once you pass that, it gets too cold again. Like there's
Right.
only that nice window for
I
it.
guess it helps that it's in the middle of a slot canyon too.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
it's,
helps too.
you're pretty far down.
Right.
So, but right into national parks, that's another big one. Especially this is the busy season now.
Yeah, especially if you go over towards Bryce or anything
Yeah.
up that way, because they've been snowed in and nobody's
Right.
really open. But it's full swing sweet season. I mean, Zion pretty much stays open year round, and you have people year round. Like,
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't-
it gets busy during this time of the year.
right. I mean, I think that has a lot to do with people are out of school and
Yeah,
have the time to do it now,
and
not
it's
just-
warm.
Yeah,
Because I've gone in the middle of the winter, and they typically have a lot of the stuff closed down.
yeah,
Like the amenities, I guess you could call them, aren't
right.
usually open, and if they are, it's not for long, or it's not every day like it is during the summer because the summer's a busy season.
Right.
But I've gone and took pictures during not quite winter, never had snow. I've never done snow,
Right.
which I want to. I think that'd be awesome. But I've gone in the middle of the winter time and super cloudy, so it's super nice and
Yeah.
cold though. Cold.
It gets a lot colder than what people think it does. Even like
Yeah.
at night during the summer, it gets very cold
Oh,
very
yeah.
quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like you need sunscreen during the day, and then you need like all but a winter coat at night.
Yeah. So, and let's see. So we got Zion within the hour.
Bryce,
We got Bryce within a
within
couple
2
hours.
2 to 3 hours, depending on
Yeah.
how
You
you
got
drive.
Cedar Breaks
Cedar Breaks.
within pretty much an hour.
That's about an hour ish. Yeah.
Right. You go Moab's like 5
Yeah.
or
Moab.
something like that. Moab's pretty far. But then if you do like a little round trip, you go drop down into Canyonlands
Mhm.
and Arches.
And Arches.
And
you hit Lake Powell on the
yeah,
way
hit
there,
Lake
too.
Powell on the way back.
Mhm.
So we got a ton around here.
Well, that's why it's the Mighty Five, because you got
That's true.
Zion, Bryce, Canyonlands, Arches,
The last one.
whatever the last one is. You can
It's
fact
not
check
Grand
me
Canyon.
later.
Is it Grand Canyon?
No, that's in
No.
Arizona.
Part of it's in Utah.
Yeah, but that's not part
Like
of the Mighty
this
Five.
much.
Yeah. Heck's a
That's
lot.
true.
Whatever the last one is. It's up
Yeah.
north somewhere, so that's probably why I don't
Okay.
know it.
Okay. Yeah. So that's cool. And then, those are just national parks, though.
Yeah.
State parks.
You
We
got
got a ton of state parks here.
you
We
got 'em.
got Sand Hollow. We got
Quail.
Snow Canyon, Quail,
Gunlock.
Gunlock, the Desert Reserve,
Yeah.
Pioneer. I don't know if that's a state park or,
It's just a
or how
reserve.
they.
It's a wildlife preserve. It's not
Right.
it's not anything special like a state park or anything like that. But
Right. But
And-
it's special in its own way.
I mean there's even plenty of another segment too is another hikes. I mean, we're
Mhm.
looking right at Schnapkai here too. Like that's
Oh yeah.
that's a good decent hike to go do this time
Right.
of year as well. I mean, wait until sun's setting and get up there. It's really you can see everything up there.
Right. And then we got Dixie National Forest just right on
Right.
our doorstep.
Yeah, right there. and
Same
then
thing. Super nice hikes. Pine Valley. We were just there this last week. It was still a little cold,
It was
but
a little chilly, but
here in the next few weeks, though,
it's gonna be really nice.
that reservoir is nice. Although you can't take motorized. Can you take kayaks out on that?
Yeah, at Pine Valley you can take kayaks and paddle boards, but you can't take
Right. No motorized vehicles.
motorized stuff. Or
Same
anything.
with
There's
Fire Lake and Ivans Reservoir.
Yep.
No motorized stuff, but you can take paddle boards, kayaks. You can fish in one of them.
yeah, and then there's
If you-
Baker Dam too.
Right.
There's that one as well. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff to do. I mean, you
Yeah.
can go towards Vegas and go to Death Valley or Valley of Fire. Any of
Right.
that stuff go that way even more. I mean, that's 2 hours or whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's
There's a lot to do here. And actually, that is camping and hiking because you can camp in pretty much any one of these places,
yeah, there's either campgrounds or it's open public camping. Like,
depending on where it is.
yeah,
We advise that if you need a permit,
get it.
you need to get a permit. Don't just go camping somewhere where you're not allowed to. We advise against that. We're not promoting that in any way. Save our skins there for
Yeah,
a
save
second.
us a little bit there. I guess there's Arizona Strip. You can go do stuff or Warner Valley
Right,
or
and
stuff.
the free public land. Yeah, you can do
Right.
do whatever.
Pretty much what.
So, because let's see, I've done shooting out there,
Mhm.
target shooting, tannerite, the explosive, blowing
Yeah,
some stuff up
you-
out there as well.
There's all sorts of bonfires that people have
Yeah,
out there.
bonfires.
There's all
Those
sorts
are
of
big
stuff.
ones. Or you just go drive for 5 seconds down there and you see RVs, and even outside Bloomington,
Yeah,
you get a bunch of stuff out there. I've done the same stuff out there, but
Yeah.
also razors.
Yeah.
or side by sides, 4-wheelers.
Whatever it is. I
Well,
mean,
I don't know what else there is
dirt
because
bikes.
Razor's the brand.
Yeah. So side by sides, whatever you got. I mean,
Right.
you go to really, you can start out at Sand Hall or whatever.
Right.
Go to Warner Valley,
Right.
through Long Valley, whatever, and you go clear out to Arizona, and then you go clear back. Like you
There's
basically leave from here and take dirt trails clear the Grand Canyon.
Right.
Granted, that's like a few hours on dirt road, but you
Yeah.
can get right to it.
I believe my father-in-law has done that. He goes jeeping. He's got some buddies that go, and I want to say they've done that before. They've done the North Rim or something trail before.
Yeah.
And pretty much done exactly that.
I mean, you can do all sorts of. I mean, you could leave from Diamond Valley and go clear up to Pine Valley on dirt roads,
Right.
and drop clear into Leeds,
Right.
and Tokerville and that stuff. Like, there's plenty of
Right. There's countless dirt roads that lead
everywhere.
switch back every which way from here to. I mean, you can take back roads all the way to Salt Lake. I'm guessing. I'm sure.
Pretty much.
I guess. Well, dirt roads, maybe not necessarily back roads, but dirt roads.
Dirt roads, yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, you mentioned Sand Hollow. That's a state park for one. You go Razor all up in there, dirt bikes up in the sand dune area, and then they don't really have hikes per se.
There's not hikes out.
It's not really
there.
hiking, but then you drop down into the actual
reservoir
and you go boating because that one allows in the majority of it motorized.
Yeah, you can do they do scuba diving training out there and stuff
Right.
too. Like, you can get certified out there, and
That's where the Ironman is.
yeah, that's coming up too.
Yep. For those who don't know, the Ironman is a triathlon that is like a triathlon on steroids. But the one here is only a half.
Yeah, this is only half one. This isn't a full.
Yeah, because it's brutal. So they swim a couple miles.
Yeah, they swim like 5 miles.
Or no, with the half, I want to say it's less. They swim They swim a certain number of miles. They bike a certain number of miles, and then they run a half marathon.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I think they bike 50 miles, run
Close to that, yeah.
13 miles, and then it's probably
Whatever to finish it off to get to 70 point whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is to swim or whatnot. So
Right, and then the full one, when they do the full, they bike like 100 miles, and then they follow it with a full marathon. But before all that, they do a however many mile swim.
yeah,
So those people are crazy.
they're insane.
So that happens out in Sand Hollow. Boating, you go tubing,
Cliff jumping, you
jumping.
You don't even need to have a boat going to Sand Hollow. You can just go over
That's
there
true.
and just jump off the cliffs. I mean, it's not recommended. Don't do that under
Follow
supervision.
if you're adult supervision,
Yeah,
wear a
whenever
life
you
jacket.
qualify as adult.
Yeah, if you're not a good swimmer, wear a life jacket.
I mean, even if you are a good swimmer, when you do cliff jumping, I still wear a life
Depending on
jacket.
how high,
Yeah.
for sure. Because I remember we did it when we went to Powell with the lacrosse team, and we went up 60 feet. Was that
Shoot.
how high Gage jumped from?
I wasn't there. I didn't go to that trip.
Oh, you didn't?
I had something going on that same week.
Oh, that's right. I think you were gone on. Were you family?
Yeah, I think we were going to Glacier that week or something.
Right.
Just going on
Oh,
a
so
family vacation.
this was my first time cliff jumping ever, and we were in the marina. That's where we had parked up the houseboat. Towards the end of the week, we actually took it out and went and parked it off of some shore. But for the majority of it, that was the last time. The majority of it, we were there. So we took Coach's boat out. He was with us. We had adult supervision. And we go, and he parks it somewhere. And I think they try fishing, maybe. But we start swimming down up into one of these countless little break-offs that
Yeah,
a
little
smaller
finger
river,
canyons.
finger canyon goes up. That the boat was too big. It would have been kind of dangerous to take the boat up there. It would ruin the boat. And we hike up the side of it. We jump off maybe 10, 15, 20 feet at the max. And then we get back in the boat. We go back. And the next day, we go out. Some people went out early. They went wakeboarding. We had a tube. We went tubing as well and all that sort of stuff. And then we start going up one of the rivers that lead up to somewhere. I think we went and got ice cream or something at there's another dock somewhere way up there.
There's a couple marinas and stuff there.
So we went up through to another one, come back through. We're kind of just exploring, and we park up at this one cliff. We're like, oh, there's a trail. We can get up there. Why don't we jump off?
Right.
And so we kind of parked the boat to where it wouldn't be that far of a swim if we where we hit the water. It's not too far of a swim to get on the boat, just in case we're like freaking out, I guess.
Right.
And so we get up there, and there was kind of two places that we could have gone from. And the majority of us jumped from the lower of the two. And it was probably 30, 40 feet.
Right.
I could be exaggerating. I can't remember, but this is how I remember. It was high.
Those are usually in those spots. They're pretty high. Like
Yeah. And so the day before when we were jumping off like the small one, we weren't really wearing life jackets. We didn't really have, we were like, it's not deep. And we were jumping off. We were hitting the bottom, you know?
Mhm.
Like we jumped through. Anyways, this one, I remember jumping off. My first time cliff jumping, right? We had life jackets because it was far. I remember hitting the water and going sideways.
Yep.
Because I go down, all of a sudden I scoop up my feet. I'm like, well, what's going on? I flip. And I get up and I'm like, I can't breathe. The only reason I'm alive is this life jacket.
Hey,
Because I cannot breathe. And so then Gage, though, goes up higher. I want to say he was jumping 50, 60. He jumps in. He gets out. He's done it plenty of times, right?
Right.
And after that, we're like, okay, let's go. let's leave.
let's call it a day. And
Yeah, so that was a fun. You missed that. That was a
I
good
wish I
trip.
would have went on that trip.
That was a good
I had
trip.
some. I can't remember exactly
Yeah.
what it was.
So, but life jackets. We recommend life jackets. Doing it with proper supervision and
Safety equipment. And
safety equipment. People that are experienced. Yeah. Please.
Yeah, don't be stupid.
And if something does happen, we are not liable.
Yeah, it's not our problem.
Exactly. So, but yeah, that you can do all that stuff out at Sand Hollow. I do believe that there is swimming available
Yeah.
in the lake where it blocks off from like the boats, so
Right.
you're not gonna die.
Yeah, and the beach area and stuff, you can just kind of hang out,
And
whatever.
I believe you can camp on the beach. No,
Not on the beach, but there's campsites
Close.
there.
close. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then I guess if you just go across the street, you go to the resort. You've got golf,
You got really
which
nice
is
golf.
a very, 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 very popular thing here.
Yeah, I guess that's another thing we didn't talk about before is golf is
Yeah, that's true.
doing that. I mean, granted that you don't want to do that dead of summer, but
Yeah, the prices
you
though.
do it. But
I want to say it's cheaper in the middle of summer because it's so hot. I could be wrong though. I could
I-
be very, very wrong. I'm not up to date on it in
I couldn't
any
tell
way.
ya.
But yeah, I mean, if the rates are good
do it.
and you've got enough water,
Yeah.
go for it. But here we've got a lot of golf courses, especially really close.
Yeah, because there's a number of city ones, number of private ones.
We got championship golf courses here. So,
Hey, you got a lot.
do you like golf?
No, but I've been thinking about getting into it. But like
Okay.
looking on Facebook Marketplace and finding me some cheap golf clubs and just starting off and see where I
Okay.
go. But
Okay. Oh, I forgot. There's also indoor stuff.
Yeah.
Brian
oh yeah.
owns part of one here.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's 1, 2, 3 or 4 places now or something like that.
Yeah, that do indoor golfing that
Use
the
simulators. and
simulators and stuff. And,
so much quicker. So much quicker.
oh yeah,
And you're inside air conditioning.
you don't have to find your ball. It's
Exactly.
exactly what you need. I mean, then there's big shots
All right,
too.
Big Shots, which is
Just
the
it's a
Walmart version
Topgolf.
of Topgolf. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, it's great. It's better than nothing.
right.
So I personally think that Topgolf has it a little more down with the ball tracking.
Right.
But I mean, Big Shots is great. I love it. I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, we should go out sometime.
Yeah, we should
Maybe we'll try and do a podcast out there. Ooh.
write that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
Need to remember that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be a really good one.
Logistically, that'd be.
A nightmare, but
Yeah, we probably get some clearance.
yeah,
So
we'd have to get some stuff figured out.
yeah, we might need to grow a little bit on our following. So if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. It's a nice little promo in there.
Yep.
But
I think we're pretty close on.
we're at 19.
Oh,
I thought we had been over by
I
now.
still his eyes like.
All right, so we
look
still
at that
got,
time.
we
Crap.
still got enough to talk about a couple more. So what do we want to talk about? So we talked about a little bit about hiking,
We talked about
camping,
camping, boating.
boating,
Really, there's.
national parks. 'Cause
I think we pretty much hit it. I don't.
we need it to be a few more minutes long though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some other?
Bowling. Hello.
That's true. Bowling.
We're dumb.
Forgot
One thing
about
that we
bowling.
always go do.
Right. That's
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 another
when
one.
we started. That's when we started bowling, was in the summer.
Yeah.
Summer of 2020.
Well, it was a little bit before that because it was right as everything shut down too.
Right. It was leading into the summer though.
Yeah.
Once everything finally opened back up,
Right.
was pretty much the summer. That's when Darren got back.
Yeah, he was back for a little bit,
Mhm.
and then I spent a lot of time with you and Logan. A lot of time.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time together. Me and Logan spent a lot of time together.
You guys spent a lot of time together.
That I think is what, because everyone that has siblings knows that when you're growing up, chances are you're not the closest with your siblings.
Right.
You fight a lot. You don't agree on stuff and yada yada, whatever it is.
Sibling stuff.
Yeah, your siblings, right? Chances are, I mean, obviously everyone's different. Chances are you're not gonna be all buddy with your siblings
Right.
all the time. And same thing was true with me and Logan. We were always in a room together sharing because 7 kids.
Right.
You know, it's hard, nearly impossible to ever to get their own room.
Right.
You got a mansion,
Right.
but close in age too. And then weren't always on the greatest terms.
Yeah.
We started playing lacrosse together, and that brought us a little bit closer because then we had something to bond over.
Right.
And we always joked there's a lacrosse movie, Crooked Arrows.
Mhm.
It's like the one lacrosse movie.
Like the
And
only
there's the twins on the team that are never miss a pass from each other.
one.
Right. And so we had joked about how we're kind of like that because we're brothers. And out of everyone else on the team, we were pretty much the only ones that had a guaranteed passing partner
Right.
at home. We didn't have to play wall ball. We could pass with each other.
Right.
Right. And so we got really, really good. We'd play inside. That was COVID, but we
Right.
managed to come up with a game where we played lacrosse inside. I slammed him into the garage door. He slammed me into a wall. We never broke anything really bad, but it got dangerous.
Stuff happens.
It got dangerous, but it was like COVID shut us down. We were both older, so we were a little more mature. We didn't necessarily hate each other, but it was like bowling really kind of tightened up everything.
I mean, it just started with you two, and then you kind of threw everybody else in the mix, and that's just kind of where.
'Cause we went so much. Cause we went, all of us together. We went once a week.
Minimum.
Yeah, it was usually Friday or Saturday,
Yeah.
either or
If not both.
Yeah,
Or multiple
but
times.
me and Logan would also go on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Just the two of us, because Mondays were league nights. So we'd go Tuesdays, get out of the house for a couple hours, go
Mhm.
bowl, just the two of us. And then later in the weekend, we go with the boys. And I remember you were with us one of the nights. We went 5 times in a week,
Yeah.
separate times, bowling 2 games each, which isn't a lot, but it is a lot. We
Yeah,
went Tuesday. Then we went Friday. I think we went Friday with you
Yeah.
at like 7. Left to go eat.
And went back.
Was bored and went back before the end of the night and bowled again. We did the same thing the next night, I think, with everyone else too. Same idea. We went at 7, left, 8,
Come back.
got bored, came back. Pat was like, "You back again, huh?"
Back- yeah.
For the 5th time that week. So yeah, I totally forgot about bowling.
Yeah. That's a big one that we always. I mean, we still do that. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a year round thing, but
Not as
that-
often, but
it happens a lot during the summer though, because
Yeah.
again, it's all right. It's hot. Let's just
do
be
something
and
inside. And
go do something.
that, and we're not in school,
Yeah.
which, granted, we probably did have time, but it was like
It's hard.
now it's like now it's just work.
Yeah.
You know, it's clock out at 5,
You're
done
done.
for the day for the most part.
Yeah.
Unless you got side stuff going on, but for the most part, you're done.
Right.
And it's like the weekend. It's like, well, I don't got homework. I don't have to study for anything if
Mhm.
you choose to study.
Right.
So bowling was a big thing that summer.
Very big thing.
Yeah.
Always will be.
Yeah. I remember going Thanksgiving that year or something like that.
How there was. I mean, we went New Year's that year.
Oh, yeah. We went pretty much without fail every week for like 6 months.
Yeah. It was a long time that we just one after another.
Yeah. Because like with COVID, it shut everything down. And other activities that we had going on weren't going on anymore because of COVID.
Right.
So that was a fun hobby.
Still is a fun hobby. I mean, my
That's
bowling
true.
shoes are in my
That's
truck
true.
right now. So
That's true. I put mine in my car after the last time. I was like, I'm going to keep these in here. Don't use them as
but
often
just in
as I'd
case.
like, but
Uh,
great investment.
the 2 things keeping your truck: bowling shoes, lacrosse stick. Always have those 2 things with you, and then you're always.
And
set.
there's one other thing that we can't say on the podcast. We all know what it is.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
Yeah. And the pointy thing too.
Yeah.
You always have those two things.
Oh, for sure. Nothing illegal though.
No,
No,
it's
nothing
strictly
illegal.
legal.
This is all legal stuff, but it's
We just don't want to be talking about that because
we don't want to get canceled.
Yeah.
Cancel's the wrong word. We don't want to get
in trouble.
in trouble.
Yeah.
In trouble. That's a great way to put it. We don't want in trouble.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I think we should never.
yeah, we're at 25. Cut a little bit off. We can close out.
Yep.
All right. Let's close this out with a question. Favorite summer memory, if you have one. If you can pick one.
I don't even think I could.
If you can pick one.
I don't even think I could pinpoint one because like I just do the same thing over and over every summer pretty much, and it's just the same thing: bowling, family trips, national parks, whatever they like. I'm always doing something. I'm never really sitting at home. So
Right.
I think that's probably the biggest memory is always doing something during the summer.
Okay. Yeah. Into high school, never really had like the typical summer because I was working.
Right.
But still, I mean, there was times after work we'd go hang out at the lake or whatever. We don't have a boat,
Mm-hmm.
so we'd go to Ivan's and just kayak with family. So I don't get in trouble. Obviously, last summer, I got married. So
Good move.
that's my favorite summer memory.
There you go. Good.
And the following week, I liked better. Not better, but I liked a lot. I liked the following week a lot compared to, because we went on our honeymoon. We went to Disneyland. I'm a big Disney guy. And totally converted my wife. Before she was like, maybe. After that, dead set
all
on
in.
it.
All
Mhm.
in.
All right. So what is something this summer you're looking forward to?
For me, we're kind of piggyback off your answer.
Yep.
Get married
I'm
here.
setting you up for that one.
Yeah, you were, and I knew where you were going with it, so I was just going right with it.
I got you.
Well, and you got something big coming up in the next few weeks too. The 1 year, dude.
Oh yeah, that's true. The 1 year anniversary. I think we're gonna probably go have a nice dinner. And I'm not sure if we're not gonna go on a trip, but we're gonna have a nice evening. Probably go down to Vegas to maybe Cheesecake Factory or something.
That's a good choice.
So I mean, personally, I'd rather do Texas de Brazil. I'd prefer the
Beggars
steakhouse.
can't be choosers. So
That's true. I'd rather have the steakhouse, but not sponsored. If you want to sponsor us, please. Cheesecake Factory,
Dude, let
Texas
us
de Brazil,
know.
anyone that wants to sponsor us, please let us know. We will hype you up
we'll
at
take care of
McDonald's. I will till the day I die.
you. Exactly.
But yeah, the 1 year. But you've got the initial one,
Yeah, I got the initial one. I got
Then-
number one
and then the honeymoon
on the honeymoon.
2.
Hawaii.
Yep.
Gonna get that sun, sit in the beach, and not do.
Oh, we never
Dang
talked about
thing.
going to the beach for the summer. That's a
Yeah,
given.
That's a given. Everybody
That's a
knows that one.
typical
That's
thing.
only
Everyone
one
thinks
to-
of going to the beach for the
Yeah.
summer. But all right.
Well.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you next week. Please like, subscribe, comment, leave a review, do all that fun stuff. Let us know what you want to hear from us, what you like, what you don't like. Actually, if you don't like anything, don't say it.
No.
Hold your tongue and put something nice.
Yep.
We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Adios.